Hi friends, this is Prajakta and welcome back to Cakes2C. I know it has been a very long time since I sat in front of the camera and spoke to you guys or put up any YouTube videos, but it's just been some crazy times, to be honest. Not that I haven't recorded any videos, I haven't got the time to edit those, but definitely henceforth you will be getting a weekly video of cake tutorials or of videos related to building your baking business. So essentially, what do you need to start a baking business? Now we are going to talk about the tools and everything in the later video. It is going to be a series of videos covering how to price your cakes, what tools you need to just make the cake, to decorate with cream, to decorate with fondant, all the tools that you need and all the tools that you don't need to buy as a beginner. Because I've been there and I've made some expensive mistakes which you don't need to do. You can absolutely avoid those. I'll tell you what. So this video is all about the few things you need to start a business. So I have been a home baker for the past 8 years. Cakes2C was established in 2014 when me and my sister used to live in a flat, in a rented flat. I had just finished my law and I wanted to move into baking. So I used to take classes and orders from our kitchen. Now you don't need to have a separate place to start baking or to start a baking business in general. But what you do need are the following things. First, you need to decide on a business name. It can be something that has your name in addition to a name, like there's suppose Sweet Sensations by Radhika or Scrumptious by Neha. I'm just giving out examples. But it can be like that, or it just can be like Cakes2C is, that it is just Cakes2C. It can be anything that you like, but the things that you got to check about it is that it is available on Instagram and on Facebook. You don't need to have a very common name which two other people in your area or in your city have, and then what that will do is it will make it difficult for your social media accounts for you to be found out on social media. Secondly is to get a logo made. Now this doesn't have to be necessarily a very beautiful, elegant, expensive deal. You can do it yourself on Canva. So for starters, you can go ahead with Canva. They have a lot of logo templates. You can just make your logo from there, and once you feel that you're comfortable enough to hire somebody to make the logo, you can go ahead with that. But for starters, don't waste your time and money on trying to find somebody who's going to make the logo for you. You can make it by yourself. The third thing, get a website. Now there are free websites also which will have the companies, the hosting websites name attached to yours. Google does free websites. I'll leave a link in the description where you can find how to get a free website for yourself. The fourth most important part, and I have a separate video for this, is to get your food safety license. Now the whole process is explained in my video which I'll link above. You can go through it, but once you have set up a business, the first step you need to do, or the most important step you need to do, is get yourself a food license. Okay, now the next important part is to have all your social, have your profile on all social media, and Facebook and Instagram together, which I'll make in a separate video so that you can schedule your posts via Facebook. I'll talk in detail in another video, because this will be a series of videos which will help you build up your business. The next thing is trial and errors. You have to rectify your mistakes. You have to correct your recipes. You have to make a menu. You have to adjust your recipes according to the community that you live in. In my area, I know in Pune, egg cakes are not very looked for. More people are into eggless cakes. So I made my recipes, or I started my business such where I'm more focused on eggless cakes. You have to figure out what kind of crowd, what kind of paying crowd is in your area. That comes to the next topic, which is pricing. There will be again another video on this because this is a very extensive topic and I have had many questions about how do you price the cake or how much did you price this cake. But the basic is you have to write down all your costs, write down how much time you spent making it, how many pans of cake you made from it, so that will give you a rough idea. Down, this is just a rough suggestions, but you need to write down how much you're spending in buying every product, right from your maida, all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, cocoa powder, even vim liquid that you use or detergent that you use to clean your utensils. You have to write it down. The next is your USP. Now there are so many bakers in and around me, but I know my specialties or my customers know if they are looking for a particular type of cake, then it is me who they come to. With time you'll build up clientele which is, no matter what, is not going to leave you, and they'll just order a cake just like that. They don't need an occasion to have a cake from you. But until then, you need to figure out what your specialty is. If you're good at making macarons, then just stick to macarons and focus on that. That makes you different from the other bakers in your area, is what you are looking for. Then there's marketing. Now most of my orders have been coming through Instagram, through word of mouth, and through my website. Now my website and my profile I have built over the past 8 years. Because you're just starting out, you need to put up every single detail. Even if you're like baking cupcakes for your family, you have to put it up on Instagram stories, so that you get more reach, and the more people in and around your area find out that there's this new baker here and you got to try her recipes. You need to have a cake order form. So I use this cake order form. It has my customer's name, contact number, and all the other details like requests from customers, cake details, figurines, jars, whatever. So I use this sheet for all my orders. Like literally, it's full of the same thing. So if you're looking to buy the baking business bundle, which has cake order form, cake timeline, I'll make a detailed video about how you can use these cake doubling chart, order tracker, expenses tracker, social media statistics, recipes, suppliers list, and everything. It is about 9 different pages, 9 different things that are essential. I use it personally extensively to run a business. So go and grab your copy now before the price rises. I am very sure that this is going to be extremely useful for you. With that, this episode of, let's call it, Cake Business 101. So with that, the episode of Cake Business 101 comes to an end. We are going to cover a lot of topics in this series. There will be a weekly video coming up, so don't forget to watch it. If you are new to my channel, this is me, Prajakta. I run Cakestacy. Please subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram. You definitely need to follow me on Instagram. It's a lot more happening, a lot more cakes happening on Instagram, a lot more tutorials happening on Instagram currently, because Instagram is the new YouTube. But no, I promise I'll be here also. So please subscribe to my channel. Please go and buy the baking business bundle. and I will see you in the next video.